William Haag from Sweden. It's
Yeah.
a long way away. How's the transition coming to the United States?
So far it's been good, but of course in the beginning it was a big part. I moved to another country where I don't know anyone, and it's a different language too. So in the beginning it was tough. I leave a lot of things behind at home, but I think the longer it gets, I'm just fitting in better and better. So no, hockey has been good too. So that was the main reason I might come over. But no, so far good.
Yeah, I guess talk about the language barrier. What do you speak over there?
I was speaking Swedish. I don't know any history behind it, but no. But in the same time, we in class in high school we were forced to take English classes. So I think a lot of people in Sweden are able to speak some English, but for me, I arrive over and is forced to speak and listen English all the time. So, and especially when I'm taking classes now too, it's been really hard. But I think just that thing that I'm forced to listen to it all the time and speak it just makes my development easier. And I'm trying to catch up words every day. So yeah, I think I'm developing in that one too.
Michigan State hockey. What year are you?
A freshman.
Is there anybody else on the team that's from overseas?
No, I'm the only one from overseas, only one from Europe too. So I think we have 2 guys from Canada, but no, I'm taking a lot of our crap from being a European or a Swedish guy, but it's been good.
Yeah, it makes you pretty diverse. So how long have you been playing hockey for?
I would say I started to skate at least when I was around 4 or 5 years old. But it's mostly because you're a kid, and I have older brothers that have been playing too. So I was almost forced to go to the ice rink, and instead of just watching, I maybe try to start skating. But I think I started to play like real hockey when I was around 8, 9, and I was more interested in soccer when I was a kid. But I think just the time I was forced to spend in the ice soccer rink made me start playing, and after a while I just felt this is what I want to do, and yeah, on that way it is.
So your family, watching them skate around, did they have a huge impact on you?
Yeah, of course. As I said, I was more interested in soccer, and I have to say a while wasn't not that interested in going to the rink and play, but I think I saw how I have to say my brothers were pretty good, even if they're not playing pro or anything. But I was inspired by them, and I think after a while also I got a dream that maybe I one day can play with them, which still is one of my goals with my life, to, even if it's not in a high level, but just to play with them. And when I'm doing a thing like this, moving over, they have been supporting me every day, and so no, I think the support from them and inspiring has been a good part of my hockey career so far.
What's been the biggest difference from high school to college in terms of hockey?
I think it's now I have to focus on both. Last year I was only playing hockey in Sweden, and now I have to take a responsibility both on the ice and in the school. And otherwise, if you compare to Sweden, the crowd we maybe have, if you have a good game, we have 200, and yeah, the best game we were playing this year was 15,000. So just the change there too has been a really exciting experience for me. And then I don't know, it's a part where I'm trying to develop my hockey, and I think with maybe 4 years of this, I can become a better hockey player too.
Is hockey big over there, or is it a different sport?
No, it's big. I would say it's competing about the first place. It's hockey and soccer is the biggest, but yeah, no, Sweden is always going almost to the final, or at least semi-final quarter in the Olympics or World Cup in hockey. So, and we have a lot of good players that are playing now and has been playing. So no, hockey has definitely a big impact in Sweden.
Why Michigan State?
It's a long story. I was trying to reach a pro league in Sweden. It's a different organization there. Long story short, I didn't make the pro team, Last year I was playing up in Muskegon Lumberjacks in the junior league here, and during Christmas time I went down here to just see how it is in American college, because it's a big difference if you compare to Sweden. So I met the coach, and I went back to Sweden and started playing again, and suddenly they called me and said, yeah, we've been watching you and we're really interested. So one of the coaches came over to Sweden, watched me play, and hopefully I did something well, because after a while they called me again and said, yeah, we want you to come over here if you want to. When I said, yeah, I didn't make the pro league, and I felt the opportunity to play really good hockey, because I have some old friends that have been playing in college, and they said it's a good step. So when I was forced, or could play good hockey in the same time, maybe get an education and study, I thought this is, both in my hockey career and as a person, something that can develop me and grow as a person. So
you come over here for your visit. What's the biggest lifestyle change that you've seen?
Oh, it's a lot of things. I don't know. In the same time, it's hard. It's hard to put like a finger on exactly that thing. But I don't know. Maybe a lot of Americans have been pretty open. If you compare just a small thing like on the street, a lot of people here in America says hi, maybe ask how you're doing or anything. It's easy to start talking. In Sweden, though, if you're walking on the street, people trying to stay on their own, and it's not that we're rude, but everything just goes on, and nobody really try to make a connection or anything, just if you meet someone. But I think that could be one of the parts. But and I like it too. I'm coming over as a Swedish guy. I don't know anyone, and coming to a campus that is around 49,000-50,000, and so the thing that I can meet a lot of people has been a positive part that I really like too.
How often do you get to go home?
It's only you can say 2 times every year. Around Christmas time I can go for a couple of days, and over the summer. So I'm going home now in the beginning of May, trying to come back in August, middle of August something, before school starts, and practice with the hockey team. So I will go back to Sweden and spend some time with my family, which is going to be a big part of that time, and work out and things like that. So it's tough, but yeah, I'm looking forward every time to coming home, even if I'm having a good time here.
What's been your favorite American food?
Ooh, I don't know. This is a hard one. Even if we have like pizza in Sweden, but the pizza here has been it's different too. But I've been really enjoying it. I don't know. A favorite's got to be the grilled cheese on Thursdays in the cafe. Maybe once in a while they have the grilled cheese. I've never been eating it in Sweden, so that is actually one of the things I can say that I haven't been eating before. I rolled over because I said, yeah, we have pizza and maybe things like that. So now I gotta say the grilled cheese.
So then, is there anything in Sweden that you don't have that's here?
Yeah, there is. We have if you take the pizza, and something that I really miss is it's called kebab pizza. It's a more flat pizza than here too. And instead of maybe sausage or pepperoni or anything, we have it's called kebab meat, I think. I'm not sure if it's could it be beef, pork, or anything, but we have some sauce on, garlic sauce, almost like ranch or anything. It's easy, but it's really, really good. So that is one of the first things I'm gonna do when I arrive home, to buy a kebab pizza.
Going back to hockey, you've been playing for a long time. What's your favorite play that you ever made, at any level?
Ooh, I wish I could say when I scored a hat trick, but that was when I was younger. Of course, I'm gonna always remember that. We lost 8-3, and I scored all 3 goals. But now, at the same time, I gotta say, actually this year, I went here and took another step in my hockey career, and we played against Wisconsin, one of the last games, and they're actually one of the top teams in the nations. And yeah, I got the puck in the middle zone, and I had good speed. I went around a defender, and I made a snapshot in the far corner, which is that's where you want to score the goals, high and in the far corner. No, so when I saw that one went in, I got really excited, and I think it's something a lot of people saw and is gonna remember. So I gotta be proud of that one.
Do you have a favorite NHL team?
It's bad to say when I'm in Michigan, but I'm actually a Blackhawks fan. So I don't know why. It started a couple of years ago. They were pretty bad, and they got Kane and Taves, a couple of really good players now. And I felt there were some young guys, and they even if they were down, they've been fighting every year. And then I think it's just my favorite player is playing there now in Chicago, Chris Versteeg. So I think it's maybe because he's playing there, it's my favorite team too.
Coach Anastos, tell me about him.
Ooh, yeah, American. No, yeah, it's been a difference too, comparing a Swedish coach to an American. Same time, I think every coach has one ground that everybody's the same. But he's a coach that is he's positive, trying to stay all the time and push his player, try to have good pace in the workouts and practice, which is important to develop. Yeah, he's in the game. He really wants to win, and he put pressure on us, which is good. So no, he's an aggressive coach, which who's want to win, and trying to get every player's best every day. Yeah, that's what I can say, I think.
What's your least favorite part about training that you have to go through?
Oof, I would say the conditioning and running. I've never been a good runner, so I think it's the part when we're not on the ice and we're trying to make the build up, and when you're trying to get the conditioning going. I'm a good fan of like working out and doing legs, but it's just the part where you have to run. Because as I said, I've never been a good runner, but yeah, I'm trying to fight with that every year and trying to get better. And I think that's going to be a good part for me if I try and develop that too. So.
Off the ice, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Who are you as a person? What do you like to do?
I'm a pretty open guy, happy, want to take care of the things that I need to do, if it's homework or if it's something personal in life, the family, friend, if you have a girlfriend or anything, I want to have that clear before I do anything else. I want to have some structure. Otherwise, I'm like to enjoy spending time with new people and old people that I know, having a good time. It could be doing something with friends, being outside, or just having a great party with everyone. No, but I'm pretty open, I would say, and a happy guy that hopefully a lot of people like to enjoy spending time with.
Hey, well, thank you very much. Really looking forward to watching you next season.
Thank you.